like spent like 20 minutes removing dust spots from your sensor on a photo shoot, or after a photo shoot in Lightroom, Photoshop, whatever you're using, Capture One, it's super annoying, right? And literally there's one thing that could have kept you from doing all of that, and it is this thing. It is like the best piece of travel equipment for a photographer. Not even just travel equipment, just equipment, period. Literally just equipment that you could take with you and save yourself so much time. You say, oh, it's easy to clone stamp them. Well, it's easy to do that too. One question that I had one time was like, what is the one thing that you started carrying that you didn't carry in the beginning that you wish you would have carried? And this is gonna be a weird one, but it's literally this little guy. I think every photographer should carry this thing like everywhere they go. The digital cameras nowadays, especially if you're shooting mirrorless, you don't have a lot of distance to block out dust when you're changing lenses, especially if you're like on location and you're like me where you shoot sometimes. You're just kind of out there, you're in the dust, you're in the boonies, wherever. You know, it's a good idea to get a rocket blower and blow out some of the dust. So this is a Geodos rocket blower. I'll link it in the description below. This is the one thing that I would recommend taking with you wherever you go, whatever trip, literally, even if you're shooting local, take this thing. And you can point it when you're vlogging too, like, ow, why did I do that? Anyway, one thing that you should always have on you as a traveling photographer is a rocket blower, okay? You wanna see it in action? You wanna see what we do with it? How it's done? Keep that sensor clean. All right, so I'm gonna show you real quick how we do. And when you're in a hot location, when you're in the Bahamas shooting a wedding, when you're Bora Bora, and it's like 100 degrees, 90% humidity, when you're Bali, and it's like super hot sun. Anyway, just kidding. This is like legitimately the best way to clean your sensor. I always do it when I'm putting my camera together out of the bag. I usually don't have a lens when I'm in the bag, so I just do this, you know, you just pop that cap off. When you're holding your lens like this, anything can get down there. While I'm talking, I could like spit and it could land in there. So I always try and hold my camera down, facing down. The best way to clean this bad boy out, check it out. Okay, so you wanna hold the camera down, then you wanna get this rocket blower in there. You don't really need to make contact with the sensor, be very careful. You don't wanna go in there, but you want it down, and you basically just wanna rotate all the way around, every nook and cranny. And I would literally, like 30 seconds, you're just blowing air in there, 30 seconds. 30 seconds and all the way around, and go at different angles, and then literally get your lens, okay? If you want to clean your lens out, do the same thing, going down, that way the stuff doesn't come back in. Clean that lens out, get that thing nice and clean. One more shot in there, okay? And then when you're ready to go, just boom. And you're good to go. So just take this with you, you guys, and thank me later in the comments, in the like button.